Hi, everybody, and welcome into the Cougar Sports Network as we get ready for men's basketball action. Tip-off just underway. COC and Cypress College here from Lee Smelser Court at the Cougar Cage. I'm Matt Robinson, happy to have you along as a little late start for us here on the broadcast, trying to get some last-second things fixed up as we had a little bit of an error with our score clock, but we've got it adjusted as Roz Orbach gets the first bucket of the ball game, and College of the Canyons has a 2-0 lead for COC. Jacob Gonzalez, Joshua Barnett, Roz Orbach, Mason Savory, and Jonah Alfaro, the starters on the other side. Mark Onyejakwe getting the start for Citrus, along with Higby Ketoa, Gabriel Navarro, Alan Wright, and Luke Washington. Alfaro going to get called for a foul. First personal on COC. Two to nothing Cougar lead. It is a turnover by the Owls, gives the ball back, or the Chargers, excuse me, gives the ball back to College of the Canyons. COC this season 3-5 on the year, just came off of a win after losing 5 in a row. They had a double overtime win over San Diego Mesa, 83-77. Cypress coming in 2 wins of their own back-to-back, 71-48 against San Diego Mesa, then 67-64 against Cuyamaca. They're 4-6 on the season, so a couple of common opponents between these two teams. It's a 2-0 lead here for College of the Canyons, just underway here in the first period. If you're just joining us, you didn't miss much. There's a 3 on the way from right, no good. Canyons back the other way to work on an attack. Here's Gonzalez. He'll send it over to Mason Savory. Bounce pass inside, deflected out of play, and it'll actually be a foul on the Chargers here. Washington picks up the foul. For Savory, for Jeremiah Walker this season was actually the man with the basketball on the far side on that last inbound play. Joshua Barnett has been very good this season from the field, 55.8%, 48% from 3. Savory and Alfaro working inside. Ball tipped out off of Cypress. It'll stay with College of the Canyons as Alfaro missed on a lay-in. Cougars trying to find their way. This seems to be the starting 5 for COC now here, partway through the first portion of the season, with Gonzalez, Orbach, Savory, Barnett, and Alfaro on the floor. They had kind of been mixing it up early on in the year, trying to figure out their way. The team may have found it at this point. Savory, a wing 3 on the way for a 5-0 lead, no good. Fell right into the hands of Luke Washington, who's wearing 52 tonight instead of 00 or 0. The ball out of play, and so it'll go with COC. Gonzalez will bring it up the floor here for the Cougars. Savory to work on a dribble drive. Now a jump stop. We'll kick it back. Gonzalez, a foul line jumper. No good. He was knocked down on the jumper too, and then an over the back foul going to be called against Alfaro. 2 quick fouls on Jonah Alfaro, who's fouled out 3 times already this season in 8 games, and he'll have to go to the bench here early on. 17:27 to go in the first period, and already Alfaro on the bench. So 2-0 in favor of College of the Canyons. Roz Orbach the only bucket so far, nearly 3 minutes into the first period. Corner 3 on the way, good. Onyejakwe hits it. 37% three-point shooter on the season, averaging 10.6 per. Season high of 21 against Pasadena City College a few games ago. As he gets a takeaway here, will sprint it up the floor. The sophomore out of Cypress High School will send it far side of the floor. Picked up by Katoa, kicked into the corner, a three from Washington, no. Orbach the only one there for the rebound, and the Cougars try and run back the other way. Isaiah Ortega will get it up top. Barnett inside Savory, spins off the block, tried to finish with a one-handed flush, was fouled from behind by Allen Wright, missed the jam. So it'll send Savory to the line for a pair of foul shots. Savory has been rather decent from the line, 75.5% this season, 43 of 57, 38th most foul shots made this season in the state of California as he knocks down the first of two. Cougars as a collective this year have done a really good job getting to the line. 16.5 foul shots made per game on 24.5 attempts. But they're only shooting as a unit from the foul line 67.3%. So you know Howard Fisher would like to see that change as the season goes on, as the Cougars take a 4-3 lead off a pair of good foul shots from Savory. Cypress will take a timeout. It'll be a quick 30-second timeout, so we'll step aside as well. COC with a 4-3 lead. Cypress basketball as we come back to work in here inside the Cougar cage on Lee Smelser court. Katoa with the ball, 10 to shoot. Get it back to Peyton Guerrero fresh into the game. Guerrero trying to work around. Barnett has 4, needs to throw up a turnaround jumper that doesn't fall. Savory will collect the rebound, and Canyons will go back the other way. Ortega, Barnett, a 3, no good. Rebound picked up by Orbach. The lay-in no good, but he's fouled and will go to the line. So Orbach going to the line for a pair. Roz Orbach this year 4 of 5 from the foul line. Mark Onyejekwe back into the game. Five to 3 as Orbach makes the first of 2. 15:49 to go here in the first. Second is good as well. So 3-point lead for College of the Canyons here. We're less than 5.5 or 4.5 into the game. Navarro with the basketball for the Chargers. Will send it far side. Guerrero tried to drive baseline, was stopped by Gonzalez. A bounce pass down low. Knocked away by Canyons, went off of KJ Carr, and it's going to be COC basketball. Cougars with a 6-3 lead. Here's Gonzalez, fresh off of a 14-point game, his season and career high against Long Beach City College a couple of games ago. Had 3 rebounds and assists in 36 minutes in that game. He's actually really had 2 of his best games of his career here at COC back-to-back, as he had 9 points, 5 rebounds, a couple assists in 36 minutes against San Diego Mesa. This is Canyons basketball on the baseline here. Gonzalez will bring it in play, barking out directions. Will send it up high to Savory. Went through his hands. And then Savory going to be called for a foul as he grabbed a hold of Gabriel Navarro. It'll be the first personal on Savory. Already the third foul on College of the Canyon. Savory will check out. Logan Gomari will come in for the first time today. The Canyons getting through their first rotation here. Here's Navarro with the basketball. They'll work around. Onyejakwe will send it over. Navarro now trying to work. Wanted to send it up high. Guerrero had it poked away from him by Orbach, and it'll be Cypress basketball from their own baseline here with just 10 to shoot. And we'll go substitution. Zion Jones checking in for the first time to take over for Gabriel Navarro. Chargers need to move quickly here now. Just 7 to shoot as they got it into the front court. Carr trying to stop up an elbow jumper, did not hit glass. Shot got off before the violation, though, by Chisel. He's got the bucket. And it's a 1-point game once again. Chisel this season, just 1.7 points per in 9 minutes. So good for him to get a bucket here early on for Cypress. The Cougars go back to work. Gonzalez, little drive floater, no. Orbach, the offensive rip. Then had it poked out of his hands, and it will stay with College of the Canyons. Cougars have been a pretty good rebounding team this season. 40.3, 21st in the state. Just outside the top 20. Barnett, little floater is good. That's a beautiful shot from JT Barnett. As for the rebounding back for COC, also 11th in the state in rebound margin, almost 11 more rebounds per game against their opponents this season. During that 5-game losing streak, though, that was about all that was working for College of the Canyons. You look, they shot a combined 39% from the floor, just 25% from 3, 18 of 71 during that stretch. They were +2 on the glass, but they were -10 on turnovers as Barnett at 3, that's no good. -16 points in the paint, -19 bench points, -10 second chance points, and -20 points off turnovers. So they were really getting out hustled along the basketball. And the only place that really they did a decent job was on the glass during that 5-game losing streak. Orbach down hurt. 3-pointer good by Jones, who's just 11% three-point shooter this season. Only his second 3-pointer made of the year. Give him 2 for 10 on the year, so make it 20% now. As that one's stolen away from Gonzalez in an 8-8 ball game. Fast break the other way for Cypress. A kick ball by Orbach, and it'll be a reset here for the Chargers. They'll keep the basketball. Savory and Walker into the game. Andrew Nzenekwe also into the game for College of the Canyons. Guerrero checking off along with KJ Carr. As Katoa back in. And James Christian III checking in as well. 8-all here, 13:05 to go in the first. Canyons and Cypress. Canyons in their white, Cypress in their either dark blue or black. Hard to tell from up top through our very dirty glass up here. 15 to shoot for the Chargers as they'll bring it back in. They'll work it back up top. Christian III will get it over to Jones. Jones now to Katoa, and Katoa going to be called for a travel. Shuffled his feet, wanted to put the ball on the floor, and the Cougars had Isaiah Ortega right on top of him, and that forced the travel. Here's Jeremiah Walker. He'll go to work with the basketball out of Fresno, California. He's been the guard off the bench for College of the Canyons here through this 8-game stretch. Gomari will put up a 3 that's no good short. Savory couldn't pull down the rebound. Back the other way comes Cypress, a transition 3 no good from Onyejakwe. And back the other way comes College of the Canyons. Ortega, far side ends Nzenekwe, extra pass Gomari, a little shuffle step, 2 steps into the lane, little runner no good, too strong. Got his own board, tries to jump into the lane and is fouled in the restricted area, in the painted area, and he'll go to the line for a pair of foul shots. Gomari just 3 of 6 from the line this year, 50%.
15, the line shooting 2, Gomari.
First of 2, no good from Gomari. Logan this year only averaging 4 points a game. His best game of the season in the last game the Cougars played was 5 of 8 from the floor with 11 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists against San Diego Mesa. Has not played a lot this season, only 11 minutes per game. As he makes the second, the Cougars go back out in front. Making a 9-8 lead. Right, spinning. Fouled and will go to the line. Savory picks up his second, so Barnett gonna have to check back in. Allen Wright, a 62% foul shooter on the season, will go to the line. First of 2 is good from Wright. Second falls as well. So Cypress now with a 1-point lead. Second lead of the ball game for the Chargers. Walker trying to slip it inside. Barnett comes away with it. Then had it taken away as he was trying to find an area to turn around to. Cato will bring it back up the floor. Cypress unable to hit on that time down the floor. Canyons wanted to push, but Gomari forced to slow it up as the Chargers did a good job to get back on defense. And here's Jeremiah Walker back to work. Inside to Barnett, back up top. Walker straightaway 3 launched, no good, too strong. And then Walker draws, or he's gonna be called for the blocking foul. He's trying to draw the charge on James Christian, didn't get it. A timeout called by College of the Canyons, a 30-second timeout, 10:41 to go here in the first period. We'll take the break as well.
College of the Canyons is always ready when it comes to your athletic future. With 17 intercollegiate sports programs to cheer for, opportunities for student athletes to learn, train, and compete, and a championship mindset that has produced state and national titles, College of the Canyons and the Cougars athletics programs offer a great college experience. Take control of your athletic future at College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule and cocathletics.com now.
Ten to 9 in favor of Cypress. It's been a low event affair so far. Neither team hitting very well from the floor. Canyons 2 of 12, Cypress 3 of 10. The Chargers have a pair of 3-pointers. The Cougars 0 of 5 from 3 so far in the ball game. As this a 3 from Cypress is good for Zion Jones. Give Jones 6 to lead all scorers on the floor. And it's a 4-point Charger lead, largest of the night so far for Cypress. As the Cougars fail to get it inside to Barnett. Too soft on the pass on the inlet that time from Gomari. And able to steal it away was Onyejekwe. Here's Navarro. Jones. Extra pass. Katoa's three, no good. Long rebound picked up by Gomari. He'll get it to Barnett. Barnett trying to work off the dribble and create for himself. Now has to stop it up. Inside Nzenekwe, lost the basketball. Kicked back Barnett, a three over the top of a defender, missed it all. Ball bounced to Gomari, who's fouled, and he'll go to the line. It's the third time Canyons today has been inside, been fouled, and not been able to complete the play. Second foul on Onyejekwe. Gomari will go back to the line, one of two. Here in the ball game, his second trip to the free throw line. Walker coming out, Gonzalez coming back in. Washington and Guerrero back in to take over for Jones and Onyejekwe. On the Cypress side, Gomari makes both. He'll sub out. Orbach back in. 2-point game. (13-11) in favor of Cypress. Transition three, no good for Guerrero. Put back there, though, for Cypress as Washington knocks it home. Back to a 4-point advantage. Tanga kicks. Nzenekwe a three. Too much on it. Nzenekwe doesn't shoot a lot of them. That's just his fourth three-point attempt of the year. Transition bucket the other way for Cypress as Wright gets an easy bucket. Stretch the lead up to 6 here for the Chargers. The ball tipped into the backcourt. Cougars have not been able to find anything offensively here in this middle portion of the first half. Barnett. Nzenekwe puts it on the floor, needs to throw up a prayer, missed it all. It's a shot clock violation. Substitutions coming for COC. Isaiah Baptista coming in. Deshaun Harold as well, as Ortega and Nzenekwe off the floor. Six-point Cypress lead. Katoa taking his time. Washington now with the basketball in the near wing. We'll send it back up top, Katoa. 10 to shoot here, so he'll step into a wing three. Hit off the front of the rim. Put back there, though, for Guerrero. Guerrero, who averages 10 points a game. That's his first bucket of the ball game. One of the offensive leaders for Cypress is a miss from Gonzalez. Harold couldn't pull down the rim. Back the other way, Cypress will walk it up the floor. Onyejekwe for Cypress averaging 10.6 per game. We talked about Guerrero. He really spread the ball around nicely. Allen Wright, 13.9, leads everybody. But then you look at Navarro, 8.9, Katoa's 8.7. So they get contributions from just about everywhere. James Christian III, 7 points per game. So everybody on the Cypress side really asked to carry the load. Not really one go-to guy, as that one missed. Baptista got the tip to rebound and then tried to sling it inside. But it was tipped out before it got to Orbach, and it'll be Canyons basketball. Another travel called on College of the Canyons. So yet another turnover on COC, and that's been part of the problem lately for College of the Canyons. And then a Technical foul called on the Cypress bench. That's interesting. Somebody off the Cypress bench, off the end of the bench, said something to the far side official. And so the Cougars are going to let Rons Orbach go to the line for a pair of free throws here. The official goes over to tell Andrew Aladeff, the 9th-year head coach of the Cypress Chargers, what the situation was, and he just kind of shakes his head. Orbach makes 1 of 2. 7-point Canyons lead in a low-scoring first half. Other games around the state. Irvine Valley with 3:53 to go, leading El Camino 65-53. West Hills, Lemoore, and Citrus in a battle. 2 top 25 teams tied at 76 with 3:15 to go. Miramar leading San Diego Mesa 45-35 with about 8 minutes to go in the second. A foul called down low on College the Canyons. LA Southwest, who's in the top 25, beating LA Pierce 81-46. 8:02 to go in the second in that one. Ventura trailing LA Valley with 2:59 to go, 71-69. That one a tight game, a battle of Western State Conference cross-divisional rivals. Navarro going to be called for his second. The Cougars are going to be in the bonus, so that will send JT Barnett to the line for a pair of foul shots. Barnett this season just 8 of 17, 47% from the foul line. Other scores is the first of a 1-1 no good. San Diego City 41, Grossmont 15 in the first. Santa Monica with 3:38 to go, leading Rio Honda, who we will see here next week. I believe Wednesday, next home game for College of the Canyons. The next game for College of the Canyons, that game is a 38-15 score. And then Santa Ana and LA Harbor in a low-scoring affair. 12:38 to go. It's 13-9 in favor of Santa Ana. So keep an eye on those games as we continue on here. Washington to the line to shoot a pair. 19-12, 6:14 to go. First of 2 from Washington. Good Washington. 9 of 9 on the year. Has been perfect from the line so far. Broadcaster jinx in full effect as he misses on his 10th attempt of the season. It never fails. It's never intended either. It just never fails. So here we go, back to work. 20-12, an 8-point lead. Cypress out in front, largest lead of the ball game. Baptista to Orbach, drives, kicks back. Baptista on the wing, now to Gonzalez. Up top, Gomari, extra pass, 3-pointer, Barnett. No good. Barnett struggling from 3 here early on. Usually very solid. 13 of 27 coming in, 48%. But so far today for Barnett, 0 of 3 from beyond. And I think it's actually going to be 0 of 4 as it will tick ahead. Barnett this time trying for his really first bucket of the ball game. His second actually, as he's got 4 points now, an easy bank off the glass. Cougars back within 6. Here's Peyton Guerrero, got it to right. Now back up top, Guerrero, guarded by Barnett. Sends it Katoa, guarded by Gomari. Back for a three is good from Peyton Guerrero, and a timeout called by Howard Fisher, who's fired up as it's 23-14. Cypress leading College of the Canyons, 4:59 to go here in the first.
At Jersey Mike's, watching them freshly slice your sub is the coolest thing you'll see. And the second coolest thing you'll see is this.
Woo! Here we go. Twirl. Up, big two. Hand down. One hand. Up. No. Flip.
I could eat.
Sliced right in front of you. The Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
(23-14), 9-point Cypress lead as the Cougars come out of the timeout with the basketball, trying to solve the conundrum of the Cypress Charger defense here early on, and they get a three from Raz Orbach, just his fourth triple of the year, 4 of 16 as the Cougars nearly got a takeaway. Orbach leading the way for Canyons with 8 so far, having one of his best games of the season, trying to keep the Cougars alive, but a three on the other side from Katoa is good. Katoa, a 40% three-point shooter on the season. As the lead right back to 9, make it 7 as Gomari, a little bank off the window. Katoa draws the foul. It's gonna go against Barnett. It took the official a second to blow his whistle. He actually put his hand up initially like he was gonna call it, then waited, and I think he was waiting on the far side official maybe to make a call, because it is their call at that point in time initially, but not made, and then Barnett gonna go over and have a conversation with him. Looks like everything's okay as Katoa to the line, an 80% foul shooter on the season. Katoa's season high 17, had 17, 2, and 2 with a steal against West Hills Lemoore in a losing effort against the Golden Eagles on the road. Katoa so far today, 5 points. Eight-point lead here. Actually, Katoa 4 points, sorry. Reading the wrong line on the stat sheet here. Happens. Happens to the best of us. And the worst of us, too. It's all good. As we go back to work. Orbach out. Alfaro coming back in for the first time since really the first 2 minutes of the ball game. Alfaro so far, only 3 minutes played. He's been on the bench with 2 fouls for most of this first. And that's a big loss for College of the Canyons as Alfaro so far this season with 3 double-doubles, averaging almost a double-double as he goes for 13 and a half and 9.9 generally on the season. He's had at least 10 points and 4 rebounds in 7 of 8 games this year as he missed on the inside that time and couldn't pull down the board, so a little out of sync, and that's what'll happen when you've been on the bench for 17 minutes. Katoa thought about a deep three, has it stolen away from him by Barnett, who will dribble back up the floor and then dribbled it off his own leg. Back the other way, Washington driving and an offensive foul. Gomari able to draw it, was just standing with his heels just outside the restricted area. Gonzalez back to work. Savory back in the game. He had 2 fouls and was on the bench. He's going to be called for a double dribble. So another turnover. College of the Canyons already their 8th of the ball game. Three-pointer from Cypress on the way, no. Rebound tipped its way to Washington. His putback attempt doesn't fall. Savory will pick up the board. And the Cougars will go back the other way. Gonzalez drops it off for Walker. Walker gonna slow things down a little bit. Calls out a play, moves to the near wing. Take a good bounce pass inside Gonzalez, an easy finish. Well-run play by Canyons that time. Gets it back to a 6-point game, under 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Rebound for Alfara off the miss. Savory the other way, spinning. Offensive foul. That's going to be the 3rd on Mason Savory. That'll bring Barnett back into the game. Alfara coming out as well as Orbach back in. Toa now with the ball. Washington trying to take Ortega, and dumped it off underneath for what was a very easy bucket for Jashawn Shizzle. And the lead back up to 8. Shizzle with 4 now. Gonzalez misses on a drive. Orbach got his own rebound, tried to draw a foul, didn't get it. Then Gonzalez goes up, and he is fouled and will go to the line. A timeout called by Cypress. Will take the break as well. 57.4 to go, 29-21 in favor of the Chargers.
Meet Nigel Terry. In 2018, UCLA Health made him Laker for a day. Not because he beat cancer once, he beat cancer twice. He inspired us to push, to make the impossible possible. Because that's what Nigels do. And the world needs more Nigels. UCLA Health.
Gonzalez to the line to shoot 2 as we come back in here. First of 2 from Gonzalez, who's a 70% foul shooter, is good. Second as well, finds it. Logan Gomari back in to take over for Isaiah Walker. Or Jeremiah Walker, excuse me. Canyons in a press, gets a takeaway, but then Gomari nearly threw it away. Ball bouncing around. It's going to be a kickball against Cypress. Guerrero had it bounce off his shin. So Canyons with 45 seconds will get the ball back after a little bit of a sloppy play. And Walker will come back in to take over for Logan Gomari here. Barnett counted in the foul. Wright checking back in. Foul on Chisel. Barnett trying to finish off the old-fashioned three-point play and does. Gets it back to a three-point game. Barnett now with 6. .35 to go. Foul called against Ortega.
Ortega first personal. 19. At the line shooting is James Christian. Shooting 2.
So both teams in the plus here, 33.8. James Christian going to the line, 65% this season. Christian had a double-double against Grossmont, 16 points, 10 rebounds in 22 minutes. So far today, he's not attempted a field goal. 1 of 1 from the foul line with a rebound. Makes both, give him 2 points. Push it back to a 5-point lead. About a 3-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock here in the end of the first half. 31-26, Cypress out in front. Walker at the elbow, at a high bounce dribble, got his own rebound, he's fouled, and he's gonna go to the line. Missed on the little short floater. I think he kind of caught himself on off guard as that high bounce threw the defender off. The defender jumped right by him, and then he was kind of in a stop position, had to put one up. Walker this season, 81% foul shooter, 9 of 11. Trying to get it back to a 1-possession game. First of 2 is good. For a while, it looked like it was going to go very much astray for College of the Canyons, but you would venture a guess to say 7 of 27 from the floor, 1 of 9 from 3, and you only trail by 4 right now. Be within 2 possessions at the end of the first. Violation on Walker on the foul shot. Thought he was going to miss and kind of sprinted in, so bucket will not count. Waiting for the score to tick back. I was a little confused. 4-point Waterloo Canyons basketball. Arbach will check off. Elfara comes in likely to throw the baseball pass down the floor here. So he fires it towards Barnett. Barnett needs to put one up. Does. Didn't make it. Put-back attempt is going to come after the buzzer, but if you're College of the Canyons, after what looked like it was going to be a very tough first half, you only trail by 4, 31-27 here at Lee Smelser Court inside the Cougar cage. Second half when we come back.
College of the Canyons is always ready when it comes to your athletic future. With 17 intercollegiate sports programs to cheer for, opportunities for student athletes to learn, train, and compete, and a championship mindset that has produced state and national titles, College of the Canyons and the Cougars athletics programs offer a great college experience. Take control of your athletic future at College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule and cocathletics.com now.
At Jersey Mike's, watching them freshly slice your sub is the coolest thing you'll see. And the second coolest thing you'll see is this.
Woo! Here we go. Twirl. Up, big, two. Hand down. One hand. Up. No. Flip.
I could eat.
Sliced right in front of you. The Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Meet Nigel Terry. In 2018, UCLA Health made him Laker for a day. Not because he beat cancer once, he beat cancer twice. He inspired us to push, to make the impossible possible. Because that's what Nigels do. And the world needs more Nigels. UCLA Health.
At College of the Canyons, we're always here to help make your future remarkable. Choosing classes is always flexible, so you can study your way. Learn at one of our 2 state-of-the-art campuses, or from home with our online options. Tuition is always affordable, with classes starting at just $46 per unit. We offer financial aid and 0 textbook cost classes to help you save. Always flexible, affordable, remarkable. Always College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule now.
Our sports medicine program here at College of the Canyons is meant to introduce students who are interested in some type of career in sports medicine. Most of my students are interested in careers as an athletic trainer, physical therapist, or orthopedic surgeon. So when they're done with our program, they will have their Associates of Science. Do you love sports? And do you take satisfaction from seeing someone go from injury all the way back to the sport that they love? Then this is a program you should definitely consider.
At Jersey Mike's, they freshly slice your sub right in front of you. which takes some training.
Rising up, bread's on the sheet. Did my time, took out my toppings. Went the distance, now my prep is complete. Just a limb and its will to thrive. It's the arm of the slicer, it's the thrill of the slice. Freshly sliced before your eyes, unlike our rivals. And then every last arriver gets a sub that excites. And it's all thanks to the well-trained arm of the slicer.
Sliced right in front of you. The Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
College of the Canyons is always ready when it comes to your athletic future. With 17 intercollegiate sports programs to cheer for, opportunities for student athletes to learn, train, and compete, and a championship mindset that has produced state and national titles, College of the Canyons and the Cougars athletics programs offer a great college experience. Take control of your athletic future at College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule and cocathletics.com now.
At Jersey Mike's, watching them freshly slice your sub is the coolest thing you'll see. And the second coolest thing you'll see is this.
Woo! Here we go. Twirl. Up, big two. Hand down. One hand. Up. No. Flip. I could eat. Slice right in front of you. The Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Meet Nigel Terry. In 2018, UCLA Health made him Laker for a day. Not because he beat cancer once, he beat cancer twice. He inspired us to push, to make the impossible possible. Because that's what Nigels do. And the world needs more Nigels. UCLA Health.
At College of the Canyons, we're always here to help make your future remarkable. Choosing classes is always flexible, so you can study your way. Learn at one of our 2 state-of-the-art campuses, or from home with our online options. Tuition is always affordable, with classes starting at just $46 per unit. We offer financial aid and 0 textbook cost classes to help you save. Always flexible, affordable, remarkable. Always College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule now.
Our sports medicine program here at College of the Canyons is meant to introduce students who are interested in some type of career in sports medicine. Most of my students are interested in careers as an athletic trainer, physical therapist, or orthopedic surgeon. So when they're done with our program, they will have their Associates of Science. Do you love sports? And do you take satisfaction from seeing someone go from injury all the way back to the sport that they love? Then this is a program you should definitely consider.
Welcome back into Lee Smelser Court at the Cougar Cage. Cypress leading College of the Canyons 31-27 as we get ready for second half action. Either team lighting up the scoreboard in the first. Cypress 10 of 24 from the floor, 41.7%. 5 of 14 from 3 and 6 of 8 from the line. The Cougars just 25% from the floor, 7 of 28, 1 of 10 from 3. Only thing holding him in the game at this point, 12 of 16 from the foul line, and they've out-rebounded Cypress by a 14 margin, 25-11. Three-pointer out of the start for Cypress is good. Gabriel Navarro, and it presses the lead. Right back up to 7 for Cypress. Take a look at some of the out-of-town scores from today. West Hills Lemoore able to come out on top on the road against Citrus, 86-78. Irvine Valley a 71-58 win over El Camino. Ventura falls to LA Valley on the road at LA Valley College, 81-73. And that is the only other final so far from today. Miramar leading Mesa 55-46 right now with about a minute 29 to go in the second half. Canyon still with the basketball. O'Fara block extended, gets into the lane. Left-handed lane is good. They could actually score that game of final, that Miramar-San Diego Mesa game, 55-46. LA Southwestern a big win, 95-65 over LA Pierce, who we will see here at the Cougar cage. Little more than a week from today. So three-pointer good. Anya Jackway, Cypress starting to heat up from 3 here early on in the second half. Back-to-back threes. Lead is back up to 8, 37-29. Canyons inside, Elfara dumps off, Orbach able to bank it home off the front of the rim. Orbach now with 7 points in the ball. Actually, give him 10 points in the ball game. Orbach leading all scorers on the College of the Canyons side, has a double-figure performance, his season high of 10 points so far here today. Three-pointer on the way. Navarro, good, and the foul on Barnett. Excuse me, Katoa knocks it down, and it's good. Second foul on Barnett. Katoa to the line for a 4-point play would make it an even 10-point game, make it the largest margin of the day at 9. Misses on the foul shot, gets his own rebound. Kicks it back to Washington on the near wing. Jackway onto the far side. Here's Navarro. Got it to Wright. Wright. Corner 3 on Jackway, no good. Rebound picked up by Washington. Back to Wright. Good pass, Katoa. Extra pass, corner on Jackway. Another 3, no good. Canyon's able to control the rebound that time. And Isaiah Ortega will dribble himself out of some trouble. So a 9-point game, largest lead of the day for either side. Cypress also led by 9 with 4:54 to go in the first. 2 no good. Shot clock violation as the Cougars couldn't find the rim. Cypress has led steadily since the 11:43 mark. Stretched it up to 9 a couple of times. Canyons got it back within 4 at the end of the half, but a 9-point lead once again for Cypress here. Wright, who's been quiet today, will drop it off Katoa. Got it over Navarro. Wanted to go into rhythm for a 3. Instead, will spin it back to Wright. Spins at the block. Dumps it underneath. Washington under the basket. Fouled by Orbach. He'll go to the line. Katoa with 7. Janekwe with 6, along with Jones. Guerrero 5, Chisel 4, Wright 4, Navarro and Washington both 3, and Christian 2. Nobody in double figures for the Chargers, but a 9-point lead, chance to get it to 10 here. Only player in double figures so far today, Roz Orbach, 3 of 5 from the floor, 1 of 1 from 3, has the only triple today for COC. It's a 10-point game, give him 9 rebounds as well, so he's a rebound off a double-double. Second foul shot from Washington, no good, so it'll stay at a 10-point game, largest lead of the day. First double-digit lead for either side. Omari with the basketball. Foul underneath on Washington, tying up Orbach. First foul on Cypress here in the second. Maybe the fourth foul on Luke Washington, so he's going to go to the bench likely here. Peyton Guerrero in to take over. Gonzalez throws it into the backcourt for Ortega. Ortega got it to Gonzalez, now with 7. Block for Alfara off the glass as he backed down Katoa, who wanted a foul. Didn't get it. Alfara now with 4. Only 3 rebounds in the ball game. He's been quiet, had those 2 fouls early on. Didn't get a lot of playing time in the first. He down to 8. Katoa driving. Stops up as he ran into Alfara. Got it to Wright. Elbow jumper is good. That's a beautiful stroke from Allen Wright. Wright this season, 8 games in double figures, but only 1 double-double. He's got 6 now in the ball game. Gonzalez. Ortega, Gomari, double dribble, travel, something. Illegal movement from Gomari that time. So another turnover on College of the Canyons. 9th of the game on COC. At some point, you gotta figure COC will find their stroke from 3. They're gonna need to if Navarro keeps knocking them down. 13-point advantage here for for Cypress. Cougars need to find some defense. This one's stolen away by Navarro, but he couldn't keep it in play. He'll stay with College of the Canyons. Savory and Enzanekwe in. Gomari and Alfara off. Ten to shoot here for Canyons. Gonzalez with the ball. Driving. Left-handed runner, no good. And Zanekwe nearly able to get it away from Wright. Wright able to pick it back up. Extra pass, Navarro. From the wing, no good. Wright the rebound. Drives down against Savory, but missed. And Orbach now with a double-double, has his 10th rebound of the ball game. First double-double of his career here, the freshman out of Talamand, Israel. Foul going to be called against Anya Jackway. Baptista and Walker in. Chisel in as well. Katoa called for a foul. Savory off the far side trying to work into the paint. Missed the first, missed the second. Cypress with the third back the other way. 13-point Cypress advantage. 4 of the Cougars' 5 losses this year have been by double figures. Navarro misses. Savory was out of bounds on the rebound, so it'll be Charger basketball once again.
And for the Cougars, Harold, replacing Baptista. Well, number 43 is Zenwell, first personal, 13.
Guerrero trying to drive here. Cypress still with the ball. Carr will send it over. Navarro from the wing. He's already made a couple from there. Missed his last two, though. Canyon's back the other way, trying to work in transition. They'll get it to Savory, right into the paint. Blocking foul going to be called against Chisel. Will send Savory to the line. Canyon's trying to find something here, trailing 46-33. And a full timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. 12:57 to go, 46-33. (46-33), Cypress leading College of the Canyons. 12:57 to go here in the second half. Mason Savory at the line for a pair of foul shots. Savory 2 of 2, 0 of 4 from the floor. He's been perfect from the line so far today. He's got 3 points. Look for College of the Canyons. Barnett 3 of 9, 0 for 6 from 3, just 7 points in the ball game. Gomari 5 points. Gonzalez and Alfara each with 4. Savory now with 4 as well. And then Jeremiah Walker with 1. It's just been a little bit of a struggle for COC on the offensive side. Leading the way is Roz Orbach with 10 points. He only averages 2.1 per game in 12 and a half plus minutes. Having a nice game here today, his best performance of the season. Walker picks up a foul away from the basket. Navarro with 8 will put up a 3 over the top of Alfara, no good. Savory able to come away with the rebound after a battle down low. Ran into a couple of Charger players. Canyon's back to work offensively here. Still trailing by double digits. It's an 11-point game. Ortega with the basketball. Got it to Walker. Wing 3 on the way is good. Just the second 3 of the ball game for COC. Back to an 8-point lead. I think a lot more of those to fall for College of the Canyons if they want to mount a comeback. Look for three that time from Guerrero, no good. Ball didn't hit the shot clock, although it certainly looked like it from up here, as we'll go and play. It was an easy rebound for Alfaro. Walker with the basketball. Harold trying to work it inside, threw it away. Threw it right to Navarro. It was well over the head of Mason Savory. Savory, who stands at 6'6", would need to be about 7'3" to be able to catch that one. So it's a turnover, and the Chargers back on the offensive side. Chisel a corner three on the near side, air ball. Alfaro had it, then was fouled, then knocked down. Katoa trying to work out of him. They actually gave it to Peyton Guerrero. Allen Wright, Nona Jekwe back in. JT Barnett back in for COC as well. Foul underneath the basket, away from the ball. Walker missed on a three, but it wouldn't have counted anyway. Foul went against Katoa. Already the sixth foul on Cypress here. 10:56 to go. 8-point advantage for Cypress on the road. Trying to find their fifth win of the season. Cannon's trying to find a come-from-behind win. Savory threw it away. Wanted to work it inside to Alfaro, who had spun away from the basket. Savory thought he was going to spin towards. So another turnover, 11 now on COC. Remember, that's been a problem in their losses, as we talked about the first half. Three-pointer on the way, no good from Katoa. Alfaro able to fight for the rebound up the floor. Canyons will go back to work on offense. Screen action, they get it over to Walker. Walker poked out from behind by Katoa. Stays with Canyons with 15 seconds on the shot clock here. Walker driving baseline, got it to Barnett. Wing three off the near side is good. Barnett's first three of the ball game. 1 for 7 now. But if you can find more of those from College of the Canyons, as you find yourself in a 5-point ball game, trailing 46-41, with still half the second half to play. Jackway with the basketball, working away from Alfaro. Got it over to Guerrero, dumped it off to Navarro. Up top right, puts up a three-pointer that was a little bit flat. A long rebound picked up by Guerrero, and then he's fouled as Barnett got a hand inside the cylinder. Third foul on Barnett, fifth foul on Canyons. 9.5 to go. Easy bucket down low that time for COC. Now it's a one-possession game. Remember, Canyons trailed by 13 at one point here in the second half, but some good work through this middle portion for COC, and they find themselves right back in the basketball game. Deep three, no good. Wright will put up a three with 9 to shoot, and he knocks it down. Wright, who's 7 of 28 coming into the game, knocks down the 3 back to a 6-point game. Wright starting to find a little bit of his stroke. Give him 9. Cypress with a timeout. A full timeout, we'll take the break.
I can't get enough of watching Jersey Mike's freshly grilled hot subs right in front of me. In fact, I like watching nice and close. Oh, yeah.
The eyes just moved.
It's just the steam from the grill. You're seeing things.
Look at that sizzle.
Did you hear that?
Relax, it's just the grill.
Yeah, it's just the grill.
Woo! Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
COC men's speedball at COC Athletic.
8:43 to go here in the second half. Canyons trailing Cypress 49-43. Give you some of the out-of-town scores. A couple more to tick off for you. Cuyamaca an 81-71 win at home against Palomar. San Diego City looks like they're cruising to a victory over Grossmont, leading 90-56. Santa Monica a 20-point lead over Rio Hondo right now with 7:31 to go. Santa Ana, LA Harbor in a tight game, 45-40, and then all the rest of the games on the schedule don't have any scores posted. So we'll go back to work in this one. 49-43, Savory into the lane, a lay-in with a right hand. Canyons big guns starting to find a little bit of their rhythm. Savory now with 6, Alfara has 6, Orbach and Barnett each with 10. Wright with 9 leading the way, catches from the block extended. They'll work around Navarro, a wing 3 off the other side, no good. Wright, a pretty easy rebound. An outside position, couple of steps into the lane, sent it out top. They'll work it around the perimeter. Christian trying to drive against Barnett, and a blocking foul going to be called against Ortega under the basket. Was, I believe, inside the restricted area on that play. No, it looked like he was just outside of it. We'll take a look at the replay here. And they actually reset the replay. So our bad. As we said, we've been having some system issues, so. Not sure what the issue was. Inbound play to Wright, and he's fouled by Ortega? Yeah. They're going to give it to Ortega here. 7th foul on Canyons. We'll send Wright to the line for 2 shots here. As they say, it was in the act of shooting. Wright makes the first. Second rolls around the rim, rebounded by Alfara, who quietly has 7 rebounds now in the ball game. 5-point lead here for Cypress. Barnett, 3 from up top, rattles in and out. Alfara fights off 3 Cypress defenders underneath for a tie-up rebound, and they're going to say jump ball possession arrow, College of the Canyons. Actually, Alfara 7 rips in the ball game. He's done that very quietly today, just 6 points. But showing why he is one of the best rebounders in the state. So held Allen Wright to just 1 rebound. That was that offensive rebound a little bit ago. Barnett inside Alfara. Fouled, so a 1-and-1 coming here for Alfara. Foul against Katoa. 4th foul, or 3rd foul on Katoa here. Alfara, his first trip to the line today. 22 of 42, 52% on the season. Misses on the first of 2 on the 1-and-1. So empty that time for COC. It stays a 5-point lead, 50 to 45. 7:20 to go here. Both teams shooting foul shots the rest of the way. Navarro will get it over to Katoa. He tried to drive, got it back to Navarro. Out of Christian, his pass to Onjayekwe out of play, and it'll be a turnover on Cypress. It'll be Canyons basketball. Jeremiah Walker with the basketball, working for College of the Canyons into the front court. That ball hit the official. Savory never saw the pass. And it actually stayed in play, caromed right to Katoa. Cypress will go back to work. Right underneath, easy bucket. Walker, a 3 is good. That's a big 3 from Jeremiah Walker. He's got 7 now, and it's back to a 1-possession game. Or 2-possession game, actually. Excuse me, a 4-point game. Right underneath. Alfara challenging, right, an easy bucket underneath. He's starting to find his rhythm. Give him 14. Lead back up to 6. Offensive foul on Alfara. It's the 3rd on Alfara. So in a 6-point game, Cypress back to work offensively. Savory checks out. So they brought Orbach back in. Here's Wright. Stops at the elbow. Got it to Washington, who's in the game with 4 fouls. 7 to shoot here. Wright trying to drive against Alfara. 2 big steps, a little follow it. Wright's just such a big body. He's only 6'5", but he's got to be 240, 250, and it's 250 of solid muscle. He is a big body and can just muscle defenders off, as you saw right there. There's a bucket for Barnett the other way. Pass far side. Navarro swings it back up top. They'll work it around. Washington trying to take Barnett off the dribble to the baseline. Gets stopped up by a couple of Cougars. Finds the open man. Katoa, a 3 rattled in and out. Barnett the rebound. Canyons trailing by 6. Barnett. Little crossover step. His pass went off of Alfara but found its way to Walker. Walker trying to work off the Alfara screen. Sends Barnett near side wing. Inside Alfara. Right against him. Alfara draws the foul. And then So Wright picked up the foul, then Navarro picked up a technical foul. So it'll be the technical foul shots first. Look, Alan Wright, we said 250. That's pretty spot on from us because that's what the roster says. Ortega, who's perfect on the year from the foul line, 11 for 11, makes the first. Trying to go 12 of 12. And the broadcaster jinx is in full effect once again. I don't believe it actually does exist, but it never fails. You talk about a guy going perfect on the season from the foul line, and his next foul shot is no good. Alfaro goes to work. Alfara's first no good. Second falls, so Alfaro 1 of 3 from the line. Now with 7 points in the ball game, it's a 4-point lead, 56 to 52. 4 minutes and 15 seconds to go here in the ball game. Cypress in the lead. Katoa, offensive foul as he leaned his shoulder into Gonzalez. For Katoa, that's his 4th. He'll stay on the floor here. So Katoa and Washington each with 4. Nobody on the Canyon side with 4. A couple of guys with 3. 4-point lead, 4 minutes to go. Canyons with the basketball trying to come from behind. They trailed by as much as 13. Ball tipped out of play. It'll stay with COC. Ortega with the basketball, got it to Gonzalez. Orbach trying to work inside. Gonzalez sends far side. Ortega now Alfaro working against Katoa. Off the glass with the left hand is good. Alfaro now with 9. Point off of another 10-point game, which would be his 8th of the season. Because it's a 2-point ball game, more importantly here, 56-54. Cypress leading, the Cougars trying to climb back. They trailed by 13. Washington, corner, Navarro, air ball on a 3. Alfaro with his 8th rebound. Alfaro looking for double figures, instead will kick corner 3 in the lead, no good from Ortega. Rebound picked up by Onyejekwe. Cypress will cling to the 2-point lead as they work back up the floor. Cougars shooting 2 the rest of the way down as Cypress with 10 fouls on the team. There's Washington right now. Drops it for Katoa. Kicks it back Washington. Fakes, drives, and got fouled by Orbach. Late whistle on it, but it certainly looked like Orbach got a lot of the hand. And they'll send Washington, who's 9 of 10 from the line. I believe I jinxed him in the first. Or might have been Zion Jones. I can't remember. I jinxed one of them. I think it was him. He's actually 10 of 12 on the season, make him 11 of 13 as it's back to a 3-point game. Orbach coming out, Gonzalez coming out, Savory and Walker back in. Cypress opting to stay with who they've got on the floor right now, but a long run for this 5. Second is no good from Washington. Walker quickly up the floor. Ortega transition 3 for the tie, no good. Had an open look at it, just missed it. (57-54) now. Time ticking against College of the Canyons. Katoa with the basketball, trying to work it down low. Right, jump stop in the lane, foul against Walker? Ooh, they gave it to Alfaro. I'm not sure that was on Alfaro. I think that might have been on Jeremiah Walker. That hurts as Alfaro now with 4, so he's got to be careful, especially working against Big Allen Wright down low. Wright will go to the line. Wright with double figures today, 16 points. Give him 17 as he makes the first, 4 of 5 from the line. the only Charger in double figures. He's got 18. The lead stretched back up to 5 here. Barnett works off the screen for Alfara. Little floater, no good. Alfara had the ball for a moment but couldn't keep a handle on it. Barnett off here, Orbach back in. Right, working against Alfara. Off glass, no good. Walker the rebound. .95 seconds to go here. Still a 5-point Cypress lead. Savory free and finishes with a one-handed flush. And a timeout called by Howard Fisher. 59-56, beautifully set up by Canyons. They trail by 3. 1:23 to go here in the ball game. As Savory with 8, no two bigger than those two just a second ago. A huge finish. So the Cougars trying to complete the comeback. Still some work to do, trailing by 3. Santa Ana and LA Harbor tied at 55 right now. It's a pretty tight game. Santa Monica gonna down Rio Hondo. Is that game 39 seconds left? It's a 30-point lead or 20-point lead for Santa Monica. There's a couple other games going. Imperial Valley and Southwestern, Gallivan and Shabbat, Bakersfield and West Hills Kalinga, but none of those have scores posted, so keep an eye here. But 1:23 to go in this one. 59-56 in favor of Cypress. Chargers with 18 points off Allen Wright, just 7 points off Katoa. Onjanekwe and Navarro, along with Jones, all with 6. Guerrero Washington with 5, Chisel and Christian 4 and 2. For Canyons, Barnett with 12. Orbach a double-double, 10 and 10. Alfara 9 points, 8 rebounds. Savory 8 points, 4 rebounds. Walker 7 points. Gomari 5, Gonzalez 4, Ortega 1. Cougars shooting just 4 of 18 from 3, but find themselves in this ball game compared to 10 of 31 for Cypress. Foul shots pretty similar. Cougars right on their numbers. 16 foul shots made, 23 attempts. Rebounds 41-22 for College of the Canyons. That's kind of what's holding them in it as well. Everything else pretty tight as it's Cypress basketball, 59-56, minute 20 to go. Cougars gonna double out high. Katoa gonna call a timeout. Cypress down to 1 timeout now. Cougars still with 3 with a minute 17 to go. It'll be a full timeout here, but we'll stay right with it and look at some more of the numbers. As we said, for Canyons, 18 of 48. It's not been a very good shooting night for either side. 19 of 48 for Cypress. So 39%, 37%. But the 5 extra foul shots made for College of the Canyons has kept them in this at a 3-point game. As we've said, they've only got 4 of 18 from 3, compared that to 10 of 31. 12 turnovers on Canyons, 9 on Cypress. So we said the Cougars out rebounding the Chargers, but the Chargers with 7 steals compared to 4 for College of the Canyons, and both teams with 20 fouls in the ball game. So everybody's shooting double bonus here. Only Alfara approaching a double-double for College of the Canyons after the Orbach double-double. Nobody else on either side really close. Katoa's done a nice job with 7 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, but he has had 3 turnovers in the ball game. On the other side, Savory with 3 turnovers. Ortega with 3 assists. Those are the leaders on those categories for COC. Right with the basketball. Katoa now working against Barnett, who's back in the game. On Janekwe now, trying to get it inside. Right, fouled by Alfara. And Alfara fouls out once again. That is his 5th. He will go to the bench. Orbach will have to come back in. And Wright goes to the line. I believe that's the 4th time this season Alfara's fouled out. To double check that, I think I'm correct on that. I think he hit 3 coming into today. Wright makes the first of 2. So stretches it to a 2-possession game with 1:05 to go. Wright with 19 can get himself to 20 and does. 3 off his season high of 23, which came against Long Beach City College, another common opponent between these two teams. 5-point game once again, 54 seconds to go. Savory puts up a 3, no good. Barnett able to get the rebound, then got run into, and that's gonna be 5 fouls on Luke Washington. Barnett gonna go to the line for a pair.
Fouls on Washington, his 5th personal. At the line shooting, the double bonus will be Barnett.
Now Cypress will get a chance to talk as they get their opportunity to sub out. For Washington here, it's a free timeout for both sides. So Washington checks out, 5 points, 4 rebounds. For Alfara, he finished 9 points, 8 rebounds. Barnett to the line for a pair of foul shots. Makes the first and get it back to a 1-possession game with the next. Second is good. 3-point game. Canyons pressing here, but a soft press. Cypress able to break the timeline. Wright dumps. Katoa on Janekwe. Canyons needs a stop. Cypress running it all the way down. 5 to shoot on Janekwe, a 3 for the ball game. No, Wright the offensive board. And now Walker forced to foul with 15.1. Wright can go and put this one almost on ice. As the Cougars would need a 3 and a stop, or a 3 and a pair of misses. Wright, who's 7 of 8 from the line. Gonzalez getting ready to check back in. Wright makes the first. Gonzalez in, Walker off. Right, second is good. Guerrero off. Carr back in. You need a 3 and a takeaway. Foul is on the floor. We'll send Gonzalez to the line for 2 as Carr gets called for it. And that only wastes 5 seconds. But you need a steal on an inbound or a turnover. Gonzalez misses the first, and that's not going to help in your attempt here. 10.4, you need something spectacular to happen. Second is good, so it's a 4-point game. Foul right, but it's going to be a full 2-possession game with 2 foul shots from Allen Wright, who missed one early and has been pretty steady here since. Second is good. Almost would have benefited for Wright to miss there, but I guess you take the point. It's a 6-point game, 65-59, 8.7 to go. Canyons needs a prayer. They're only going to get 2 here from Gonzalez with 3.2. And then they foul with 2.2, so in a 4-point game, you don't have enough time here with 2.2 seconds left. Cypress will pick up the win. They'll get to 5 and 6 on the year. Canyons will fall to 3 and 6 in the ball game. Onyanekwe to the line. Wright finishes with 24, leads the way. Barnett not going to get one off before the buzzer. It's a 5-point win for Cypress, 66-61, as they take down College of the Canyons here at Lee Smelser Court at the Cougar Cage. That'll do it for us here this week. We'll see you next week on Wednesday, a week from today. Rio Hondo in town to take on College of the Canyons. Have a good night, everybody.